Hello, this is the DIY Magician, and we're doing a little behind the scenes video today for you. In fact, today I'm going to do a project with these doors that I'm going to make into a backdrop. And that's so I can go inside when the weather is hot here where I live, and I can do little videos inside. And I'm going to do that with 3 of these doors. Very lightweight, easy to work with, and sturdy. Alright, now I've got them all lined up the way I want them to be. I'm going to have basically like a little shape like this. So I'm the back door, and my arms are the 2 side doors. So I can move them like this, side to side, and I have a little alcove to work in. So this is going to be on this side, this is going to be on this side, and of course this one's in the middle. Now, I have my sawhorses set up. We're ready to do that. I'm going to go ahead and take these doorknobs off so we can sandwich them together, and we'll put the hinges on in just a moment. All right, we're along the way. We're doing good because we took the doorknobs off. This is the cord that goes in that deal, and it cinches there, and you know all that stuff. And I took the hinges off with the assistance of my young helper. He is off stage right now, but I took the hinges off the back of the area here. And what I did was I put a little piece of tape in the top corner, and I numbered where the doors are going to join together. So I numbered 1 and 1 here, and I numbered 2 and 2 there. But I took a piece of tape and I placed it, well, you can see on the other one. I took a piece of tape and I placed it on the back of the door like this. So when I took all this stuff off and I'm moving them around, I know where the back of the door is, and I know this is the middle because it has 2 pieces of tape and the other ones only have 1. So that's just a way I do it, and otherwise I'd forget which one's which and what's what and upside down and all that good stuff. And when we get to the next step, you'll know why I did that. Hang tight. Okay, now we've removed all the hardware, all the doorknobs, all of the hinges, everything's off. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to sandwich 2 doors together, and we're going to put on some hinges. Now, this is really behind the scenes because I never opened this thing. This is where I keep some of my hardware. So, let's see here. I'm going to go right down here at the bottom, and I'm going to grab my big box of hinges. Yes. I have, I don't know how many hinges in here, but I bought them from a garage sale or something like that. And they're good hinges, actually. They're nice brass hinges. I think the only thing is they've been mounted already, and somebody upgraded or something like that. So they took the hinges, and they also gave the hardware, and so everything's ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sandwich a couple of these together, and I'm going to put a hinge here, and a hinge here, and of course they are removable, so we pop the pin, and we can separate this out, so I don't have to carry 3 doors at the same time. So anyways, hang tight. Be right back. All right, now we are ready to join them together, but before we get too far, I felt it was easiest to have them on the floor like this, sandwiched together, so that I could actually put the hinge right on top and get a good idea of where it's going to go. Put the little markings there, pre-drill, and then screw them in. Now, before you get throwing doors together like this, if you're going to make a little partition or whatever it is, you want to keep in mind that the bottom of the door might be different than the top of the door. In fact, I'm going to slide this over. I found out the hard way. I don't know if you can see it right here. The middle door, it happened to luck out, but the middle door is actually about a ½ inch shorter than the outer doors. So you want to know that it's the top, and of course we've got our green tape there. We know that's the top. We've got the back on both, so we know there's a piece of tape on that, so that's the back, and it's sandwiched together, so the good side is in. Okay, so I've placed the hinges in about the same position as the originals. It really doesn't matter because you're not, it's a partition, but you want to make sure that the bottom is level. And something else to keep in mind is you want the gap of the actual flush part, the flat spot to joined up to be even too. Let's see, I think that's pretty much it. If I remember something else, I'll tell you in the next segment, but hang tight, we'll start doing the rest of it here. All I'm doing is making a hole just a little smaller than the regular screw used for this, and I'm making kind of a pilot hole. So as I marked on the door itself with using the hinge as a template, I've pre-marked the holes where they need to be drilled. It's as simple as that. All right, first two segments are done. Check this out. This is going to be the center. I'm gonna sit actually in here. There's going to be this door here, and the other one right there is going to be out like this, and we can adjust it. We can do all sorts of neat things. But if you'll notice, we've got the hinge right in the center there. What I forgot to tell you last time is very important. Make sure that the pin, we're going to tap these pins out, the pin is at the top, so that if you get a loose hinge, you don't want the pins falling out and then the door's going. So you want gravity to hold those pins in place. That was pretty much what I forgot last time. But this is it. This is the first door. Hang tight, and we'll be back, and I'll show you the final reveal. So here it is, the final product. This is going to be my indoor stage. It doesn't look like much now, but it's going to look a lot better later on, hopefully. But I've got my 3 doors here, 1, 2, 3. I put the doorknobs back on, so they're all ready to go. And I want to let you know this has been fun. We had a chance to do a behind the scenes. Because this is behind the scenes, let me bring out my helpers. Grant and Natalie, come on out. These are the helpers that do some of the basic stuff, putting in screws and undoing the hardware and this and that. So I want to thank the both of you guys for doing that and helping out. And we'll see you next time. This is the DIY Magician and Grant and Natalie. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video from the DIY Magician, you also might enjoy joining our Facebook group. That's right, the DIY Magician Facebook group. Or you can visit our artist page. That's right, the DIY Magician artist page on Facebook. Or if you want to, please subscribe to the YouTube videos and you'll see all the up-to-date videos as they come along. Thank you again for watching the DIY Magician video. So all I'm doing is I'm taking a hole, making a hole. Hold on a second, let me test something here. Okay, come on over here.